Morning, good evening, good afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players, real people behind the profiles. That's brothers and sisters in piracy, real people, loyal players of the game. It's time to put on the mic. Just like to showcase 2 battles, just to inform, to show how things are done. Just a quick breakthrough. Now basically, first thing I do is always put aeronauts towards the outside of the buildings, but this side here is going to be a bit tricky because can you see there's an ARRR. So how did I manage to deal with this one? I chucked above the ARRR 2 or 3 aeronauts. Basically you can overpower the ARRR. So, can you see what I just did there? I used the ability for the 3 aeronauts. One was on this side, one on this side, one on this side. So there were 6 aeronauts altogether. That's the maximum amount of aeronauts. Aeronauts is the only troop that you cannot donate via the guild ship. So you have to have your own aeronauts, and they're very, very expensive and take a very, very long time to train up, to upgrade them to a point where they are most useful. Remember, there are some outfits that the aeronauts can work far better to their fuller potential, and one of them is the pork chop outfit, which is with Sadie, and there's one more, I think it's with there's a Black Bart outfit that has the benefit of using aeronaut. We'll check that up in a second anyway. So you can see this is going to be an attack by using the legendary pirate Black Bart. So the first troop I always deploy is Black Bart, because this is a type of a tank, legendary pirate, that can take a lot of hits just like juggernauts. But remember, the trick lays in the understanding behind juggernauts and brutes. When you deploy juggernauts, you allow them to take hits. You don't use their abilities until you've cleared a lot of the defenses, right? But the troop that you do use the ability for earlier is the brute. So I always have 1 brute. See, that's where the brute's coming, alright? Now you can see followed by juggernauts as well, right? Now you can see the juggernaut's about to take fire as well, because there's 3 levels of the gun tower guns. So I knew earlier on that as soon as I deploy and the range of the gun tower was going to aim at Black Bart and the juggernaut, so I always put them down first. Now watch when I use the ability for the brute. Just watch carefully, right? So look, I started to use the ability for the brute. Now that cannon is only going to be shooting at the brute, while all these other troops are going to just smash out everything, you understand? And look, there are a few more defenses hidden behind the island furnitures. So you allow all the other troops to spread out. I always spread them out in 2 different groups. But I always have 3 witch doctors to have enough protection cover over all the troops. Now as you see, everything's being knocked down and taken out and being cleared out of the way. Watch these bombers, they're gonna go mad. They're going loopy and crazy. Now watch carefully, I'm allowing, basically in my main ship I always have 3 priestesses, and I always have maybe 2 priestesses on my guild ship. Now everything's got protection over it. Can you see those bubbles that are occurring over these troops? That's protection. They're getting hit, but they've been protected as well by the witch doctors. Now I was planning to get through these walls and then use the priestesses to go through them by the time they get there, but instead they went this way around. So watch what happens. So as the bombers, you can see the bombers are doing a job and they're going crazy. I don't know how to trigger the effect to make them go crazy, but I think they just lose it. be a big hook. Now, my priestesses have found their own way through, and they've got through, haven't they? Once you use the first ability for the priestess, that's it. Through. Remember, I've got second set of priestesses from the ability of using through the guild ship. It's all about using the right timing for the trigger effect. That's the one. These bombers are gone mad. They're going everywhere. When you pick and choose islands that have lesser upgraded walls, it makes it easier upon your own gameplay enjoyment as they evolve. Now I'm going to just check one more. Now basically you're going to wonder, where is the unique river going to attack this island from? As you can see, I'm always using my aeronauts on the outsides, and I use a few gunners here and there just to take out the extra structures on the outside so I don't have to go back to it after. Where am I going to attack this one from? Shall I tell you where? Here it is. Look, there goes the juggernauts, and there goes Annabelle. See? Annabelle is the best laser pirate to use during the fun destruction time. That's what it's all about. Once you've used Annabelle's ability, you know what time it is. Tosh, using the priestess, the main ship. And guess what time it is now? It's time to use the ability of priestesses from your guild ship. Ready? Steady? Badoo, badoosh. There it is. So by the time you've used the third ability, first being at a bolt, I'm still single on a bow, I'm still waiting on a bow. And second of all, you use the priestesses, the main ship, and third you use the guild ship priestesses, and then see, I use the Annabelle again. Again I use the main ship priestess again. And I use the guild ship troops, priestesses, the third ability. The third meaning first Annabelle, second main ship, and the third being guild ship priestesses. So there's levels in which you use your icons. You're always aware of it. So this kind of gameplay takes time to learn, to practice, to pick up, to gain, to maintain, and allow yourself to enjoy it. Heroes, boom, that's the one, and a bow. So it's simple gameplay like such. All you have to do is enjoy practicing your troop lineup. Remember, through the stages of your gameplay, you will not only be going pirate hole up, but you'll be gaining more structures, more upgrades. There's Grandpa Tintop Boom. You'll be gaining more for your practice and efforts. You'll be gaining and picking up the betterment of your approach. You will have to always change your troop lineup. Always put 2 juggernauts, 1 brute, 6, 8 gunners. You need 10 or 12 bombers, but in time, as your outhouses grow, as your taverns grow, as you gain more slots for your troops, you start to put witch doctors, priestesses, GGs, heavy gunners, maybe 1 or 2 scallywags. You know, just start to use a variety of different troops and their icon abilities. Practice them. You can only get better from here. You can only get stronger from here. You can only get more knowledgeable from here towards your gameplay and how it evolves over time and practice. Plenty of trial, but plenty of error. But together, through the Unique Rebel Academy, we can all benefit the most. We can all take away the most. We can all hope for the betterment not just in gameplay but in real life. I play and I voice the betterment for all people, players across not just the game but the world. Whether you be in the Holy Lands, whether you be in Kashmir, Ukraine, wherever you may be, wherever there's people that are suffering, that are being oppressed, my voice is for your betterment, for the service of the betterment of the people, the players, the real people behind the profile stats, the ones that keep their devices charged through the middle of the night. Sometimes it's time to put your devices down, and it's time to use your spirituality connections. Yeah, it's all about the bonjour, comment ça va, it's so good. Yeah, keep the barriers and the borders that keep us separated. It's time to break them down. It's time that we find it within ourselves to speak well, be well, and practice well through our practice in gameplay, but also from the talents and the blessings that we have in real life. We all make mistakes. We all deserve a second chance. We all have the right to live and survive alongside one another peacefully. It is important that we are understanding towards one another's. It's important that we gain a better understanding through our experiences in life, because beyond it's going to come handy. Now is the time to make things happen for the people, for the real people behind the profile stats that may be suffering. It's important that we use whatever platforms we can to help raise the awareness of what needs and should be done through our spiritual connections. Therefore, I wish you all well, wherever you may be. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep rising through your gameplay enjoyments, but most importantly, through the real lives. If you hear my voice, echo, be assured, I'd always be there for you. And all those that be worthy, good or bedoofed, and that's the one right there.